Number 55, Maddie Dyer. Tonight's lineup includes goalie number 2, Dale Martin. Number 4, Nora Haas. Number 5, Katie Haas. Number 8, Mackenzie Rossong. Number 9, Maggie McRae. Number 12, Tori Jenkins. Number 14, Kenny McPherson. Number 17, Jay Anthony. Number 18, Callie Kohler. Number 19, Sophia Mullen. Number 24, Issa Hayward. 31, Peyton Lawler. Number 71, Kat Welke. Number 77, Haley Abraham. Number 88, Elle Dietrich. Number 91, Brent Martin. And your leadership team for this year's Junior A Wolves. Number 10, Assistant Captain Violet Kaufman. Assistant Captain number 11, Abby Hamilton. And number 21, Assistant Captain Brenna Hoppy. And your 2026 Captain, number 6, Allie James. Big welcome to everyone for the 2026 home opener for the World Junior A East Coast Junior Committee Female Lacrosse League season. Tonight's game is between the visiting Eastern Shore Breakers and your Junior A Wolves. Prior to the game tonight, the Wolves Junior A team would like to congratulate the coaching staff and team members of the bronze medal winning 2025 Nova Scotia U22 female provincial team. Coach Sean Garrigan led the team to a thrilling OT win over Team Ontario in the bronze medal game. Congratulations to the Eastern Shore players, Pierce Batchelder, Kate Heaslip, Maggie Duck, and Tessa McMillan. Congratulations to our Wolves players at Brenna Hubby, Haley Hammerhand, Violet Coffin, Elle Dietrich, Nora Haas, Maddie Dyer, Sophia Mullen, Kate Haas, Abby Hamilton, Hallie James, and Coach Beth Van Wilson.
Yeah, but you see her legs and her pads? You see how the pads are like sticking out way past her?
Tonight we have gathered to enjoy and celebrate the Creators Game. Before the open face-off, the Wolves Lacrosse Association and the Wolves Junior A team will honor the Creators Game by presenting the acknowledgement of Mi'kmaq territory and the Mi'kmaq honor song. Please, if you're able, direct your attention to the flags at the entrance of the arena, remove your headgear for the acknowledgement and the honor song.
Prior to the singing of our national anthem, the ECWJLL would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Acknowledging that we are in Mi'kmaqi, the traditional ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people, is a way of showing respect for and honoring our shared history and shared treaty relationship. A relationship based on peace and friendship. It is very important that we continue to recognize our shared history.
grade will remain standing for the presentation about Canada.
And welcome back to the den, everyone, as we get set for another season of Wolves Lacrosse, coming to you from lovely Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia, on the shores of First Lake Drive, coming from the Sackville Community Arena. We're getting set for the home opener. It'll be a replay of last year's championship game. It's the Junior A female Wolves versus the Eastern Shore Breakers, as we get set for action here today. Wolves in the black and blue, Breakers in the black and yellow, mostly yellow I should say, as we get set to go. A few changes this year in the rules, as had a couple extra lines on the floor, or lines should have moved I guess, as restraint lines are farther back, and it's going to be a lot more action happening at the face-offs, as the circle doesn't mean anything anymore. It's a battle. And the battle will start with 21 versus 21. Batchelder versus Hovey. Hovey comes up with the ball. Brenna Hovey. Attacked right away. Up with the ball. Breakers coming in. Batchelder in tight. Batchelder puts it up and over, and Breakers strike first with a goal by Pierce Batchelder. Gets the turnover and makes the Wolves pay. It's a 1-0 at 19:46 remaining. It's Batchelder coming in and up and over the shoulder in the far corner. Not much Martin could do on that one, as the Breakers send the Wolves back to center. Now it's a battle for the ball. Loose ball. Sophia Mullen out there. I missed her on the introduction. Is Duck for the Breakers. Crossover for number 4. It's Collins. Collins finds a lane coming down. Collins with the shot and a save by Martin. Loose ball. It's back over center, and that'll be Wolves ball as the offense comes out. Dietrich will start off the Wolves. In Dietrich has the player in behind with James. Can't quite. Coffin in as her shot. Save there by Heaslip. Bouncing ball into the crease. Heaslip will gather that up now. Heaslip takes a step out, but Coffin right there with the steal. Coffin in tight. Her shot. That goes wide. And the ball goes up and out of play. And it'll be Breakers ball coming back. Strauss taking hard into the boards. Ball bounces out of play. That'll be Wolves ball. As Coffin plays it across for Wilkie. Wilkie down for Martin. Her shot up and over the crossbar. Wilkie keeps it in play. Martin will pick that up. Martin now has a look. Back over to Wilkie. Wilkie. Passed over. Back down low. Mullen turns and fires. That's off the leg. Another shot in and a save there by Heaslip. 25. Thomas looks to get the Breakers out. There's Duck looking for that loose ball. Duck fires it back down the funny bounce off the boards. Haas gives a lick. So does Jenkins. But the Breakers look to set up down low. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. As Batchelder trying to find a lane in towards the net. Gets the pick. Batchelder in tight. And Martin comes up with a big save there as Batchelder came in. So St. Hilaire set a good pick there, letting Batchelder in. Batchelder turns and fires. That's off the D. In tight again, and again Martin throws up the arms. And Haas comes away with the ball. Haas pushing her way out over center, but being London looking to strip the ball back. Here's Batchelder in all alone. Batchelder again! And finds that corner. Batchelder twice in this game. Gets in there all alone. And fakes and then goes to the far corner. Too much time as she dances on top of that crease. And just like that, I don't think the Wolves have been down by 2 in over a year. So it's 17-26 remaining in the first period. It's a 2-0 Breaker lead, and the sends Hovey back to center for the faceoff. Going for the ball against St. Hilaire. That was Rosso on St. Hilaire in the faceoff. Hayward up to Dietrich. Dietrich again with a quick shot. Big save by Heaslip. Loose ball. Hayward will chase that down. Hayward back up. Fresh 30 on the clock. Has Coffin coming down. Gets a pick. Coffin gives it back. 17. That was Jada Anthony in with the shot. Missed her on the announcements too. As Duck comes hustling down. Duck. Her pass goes deep. Batchelder in after it. As McPherson keeps an eye on her. Right out in front. And that was 13. That was Gabby Smith just up over the net. Good to see Gabby back. I don't think she played last season, so. Wolves coming back into the zone. As Hamilton brings it in. Martin puts a bit of a pick, but Hamilton forced to the outside. Hamilton from behind the net finds James out front. Couldn't quite get the handle quick. James goes back behind net, back to Martin, but that gets away, and that's back over center. So that'll be Breaker's ball as the Wolves defense comes out. Jenkins, Haas, McPherson, Hannerhan, and Calder set up the D for the Wolves. Jenkins keeps the yellow shirt far away from her goal as now McPherson. Bounce ball comes into the crease, and that's picked up by Kayla Martin. Martin. Oh, 3 seconds expired before she could get the ball away, and they'll come back to Breaker ball in the Wolves territory. 15:55 remain in the first period. As they have to gather up the ball, and here we come. Collins taken hard into the boards by Hayward as they battle for the ball comes loose. Trying to get McRae in behind. McRae comes up with the bouncing ball. McRae hands that off to Hovey. Hovey now looking for a way in. Coffin trying to set a pick. Hovey forced to the outside. Ball bounces away. Now Batchelder looking to come back the other way. Coffin looks to steal the ball back. Battle along the boards. Coffin comes up with it. Violet Coffin for the Wolves as Anthony sets a little bit of a pick. Hovey resets again. Looking for Wilkie, but that's off the tip of her stick. And that comes back over center, so that'll be as Duck for the Breakers. But Breakers in control now on the offense. Batchelder passes down to the corner. St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire looking back up to Collins. She's got Hannerhan right on her. Collins looking for some room. Pass it back. Looking down for 18. That's London with the shot, and London comes in. The hot hands for the Breakers. As I said it often, lacrosse is a game of streaks, and the Breakers are starting off this one with a good one at 3-0. Breakers leading at 14:37 remaining in the first of 3 periods. As London able to come in. Wolves have been doing a good job of keeping the Breakers to the outside, but that leaves more room. And it's these fast, skilled players on the Breakers this year, causing some issue for the Wolves here early. As Duck with the ball looks to come back over center. Duck passes back down to London. London tries that move again, but Jenkins is not having it. London turns, fired, makes the save. Now trying to come back out is James. Pass up. Wilkie to Hayward. Hayward plays that in, looking for Anthony, but that goes off a shaft. Loose ball as Martin able to pick that up. Martin looking across for Wilkie. Wilkie, low shot. Hayslip makes the save. That go down the length of the floor. As it went off the goalie, that's still a Wolves ball. As the clock resets, Hayward back up over center. Hayward quick to Martin. Martin looking for a lane. Doesn't find one. Martin circles back up top. Over for Coffin. Coffin, low shot in. That goes wide. And that's picked off by Hailstone as she's coming back down for the Breakers. Hayward able to knock that ball free. Loose ball as Collins in there picks that up for the Breakers. She's met right away by Miss McRae. And McRae picking this up again. McRae hustling in. McRae in with the shot. Scores! Maggie McRae finds the back of the net and scores the first home goal for the Wolves. Goes to a rookie with the red hair. McRae in. Fights off Collins, doing everything she can. 2 Canada Games teammates there fighting, but McRae comes up on top and then finds the inside of the post and the back of the net. And now it's 3-1 with 13:15 remaining in the first period. Battle for the ball. Batchelder comes up with it. Batchelder heading towards the net. Kept to the outside by McRae. London gets back the loose ball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. London looking for a way in. London in tight shot. And that's he stays out of the net. That's the most important thing. Hustling back down. It's Rosson. And it all comes loose. Oh, that was Rosson. Still a rookie. 8-9 looks awfully fit. Yes, better get my glasses checked. Here we go. Collins for the Breakers. Down to Batchelder. Batchelder looking for a lane, being kept to the outside by Haas. Batchelder again, looking to come in. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Batchelder puts the shot, and that's off the post, and it's a reset as Cadence Haas doing everything she can to keep Batchelder out from the net as needed, and that comes back over the center, and that'll be Wolves ball with 12:04 remaining in the first period. Wolves offense come on with James, Mullen. Look at quick shot there by James. That went wide. Bouncing ball. Thomas gathers that up for the Breakers. Still, Breakers having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Clock's ticking. And a nice job by Mullen. Keeps that ball in as Wizen couldn't get it down the floor in time. Now the Wolves coming back down the floor. Mullen. Cross for Wilkie. Wilkie rolls off a check. Wilkie in. Low shot wide. James comes up with a loose ball in the corner. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. James rolls up top looking for a lane. James finds a lane. Gets the goal! 11:23. The Wolves are answering back and cuts the Breakers lead to 1. As James rolls out from the corner. Just sees that seam and finds the back of the net. On the quick shot. up and over. I'm not sure Heaslip could see that. And back to center we go. Here we go. Hovey versus Batchelder at the faceoff. It's a battle. They can battle for as long as they can. That's going Breakers ball. I think it's because her hand got on the other player's stick. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Here we go. Miss Maggie Duck coming in for the Breakers. Duck passes off to Batchelder. Rolling back up top. Batchelder looking for London, but held up. Haas keeps to the outside, and London shooting on the moves, finds the far post, and regains a 2-goal lead for the Breakers. As that finds the back of the twine. London again, able to roll off that check and get the shot on the move. Tough for goalies to track where the net is as they're tracking the player. And that was a perfect shot by London to find the back there. Just under 11 minutes remaining in the first period. And we're already, it's a 4-2 Breaker lead. And back to center again. Battle for the loose ball. Hayward comes up with it. Hayward. As London challenged Hayward. Hayward's got to get over her own zone here before the time comes up. And then she does. As Hayward pass that off to Dietrich. Dietrich. Nice little flip in behind. And a shot there by Rosson. Didn't miss by Butch. Actually, Heaslip made the save on that. Duck comes up with another loose ball. Now Tuck rolls off a few checks. Maggie Duck coming all the way down. Duck. And finds the back of the net. Is Duck battled all the way in there. And just like that, the Breakers regain a 3-goal lead at 10-14 remaining. As even good job by Duck to keep that ball in the basket, because Coffin did everything she could. But, here we go, back to center we are. Hovey versus Batchelder. A lot of stress on the heads of those sticks there as they battle for that ball. And now we got a penalty coming. I think that's going to be a slashing to the Wolves. Yeah. Ref's got the call with some gusto on that. Hayward was trying to break the deadlock, but finds herself in the box. And the Wolves are down a man. It's 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. As Collins starts off the Breakers. Collins down to the corner for Batchelder. Back up top. Smith over to Collins. Collins down behind the net. Batchelder lurking down there. Batchelder tries to crease dive. But good job by Martin. And I think that's the TV timeout there. By the whistle. Yeah, so we're going to a timeout here.
Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
Calling
loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
Are back in action. The Wolves hustling down the floor here with 1:28 remaining in. Looking to kill off this penalty. Doing a good job there is James. Pass that back to Hamilton. Down deep. As the shot clock expires, it leaves 1:05 left in the power play for the Breakers as Batchelder. Pass that back up to Collins. Collins setting up the power play here for the Breakers. Collins off to St. Hilaire, back to Collins. Collins across to Batchelder. Batchelder in behind the net. Loose ball. And that's picked up. Hovey comes up with it. Hovey is away. Hovey on the breakaway. Coming in. She's got 2 yellow shirts on. Hovey in with the shot. Scores! Short-handed goal by assistant captain Brenna Hovey. At 8:37. Brings the Wolves back within 2 of the lead. Still 36 seconds remaining on the Breaker power play. But a good short-handed goal. In she comes. Made sure she didn't touch the crease when she shot on the move. Finds the back of the net. And, Wolves ball. In comes Rosson. Rosson passes across to Coffin. Coffin looking to kill off the rest of this penalty. Coffin driving towards the net. And we got a penalty coming here against the Breakers as Coffin continues to hold that ball. 5 seconds left. Coffin, the one-man penalty kill here. Still turn, throw that on net. And as Heaslip takes control, we got a holding call against the Breakers. So at 8 minutes even remaining in the first period, it'll be a Wolves power play after a successful penalty kill. The Wolves will go on the 5-on-4 advantage. We got Dietrich out there. We got Wilkie, Anthony, Hovey, and Hamilton will start us off at center. Here we go. Wolves on the power play, 5-on-4 advantage. Hamilton off to the corner for Dietrich. Dietrich down low. Wilkie back up to Dietrich on the corner. Up top to Hamilton. Dietrich in motion. Dietrich cross for Hovey. Hovey, low shot, scores! Hovey with the underhand finds the back of the net. As the Wolves, congratulations to Mr. Coach Evong on that one. He drew that up beautifully. They go in motion, and Hovey, the forgotten player at the far corner, gets the pass from Dietrich. And the underhand shot, rising shot, finds the inside of that post. And it's now a 1-goal game, 5-4, as the Wolves go on their own streak now. Let's just keep it going. Official having some words with the timekeeper. Here we go. We'll set that up again. Batchelder versus Hovey at the faceoff. Here we go. Loose ball comes up, picked up by Mullen. Mullen gets that back over to Hamilton. Hamilton on the offense now. Cross to Hovey. Hovey finds Mullen in tight. Her shot saved by Heaslip. Battle over in the corner. Coming up with it's Mullen. Mullen. Cross for Wilkie. To Hamilton. Hamilton. James gets a bit of a pick there. Hamilton looking for a lane. Can't find one. 20 seconds left on shot clock. Hamilton has a lane shot, and Heaslip steers that one aside. Loose ball along the boards. Picked up by James. James now with the ball. Fresh legs come on for the Wolves as Coffin driving towards the net. Coffin in, turns, fires. Stick save by Heaslip. Loose ball in the crease as the Breakers able to control that. But the Breaker ball coming back the other way as Duck heading back down the floor for the Breakers. She'll get up over center and hand it off. Looks like St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire cross for London. London trying to drive in again. London up top, turns, fires. And that's off. I think Martin got a piece of that and the post got the other piece and it stays out of the net. Here we go. Haas hustling back down the floor. Haas battles and she's knocked to the floor there. As and Haas went down hard and she's not getting back up too quickly. As in the battle there, I think she hit the floor kind of hard. 6 minutes even remaining in the first period. It's a 5-4 Breaker lead in this high-scoring affair. We got two more as Haas able to come off the floor of her own steam. That's what I want to see. Nora's the one that takes care of everybody else, so everybody make sure she's okay there. As we'll come back on, it'll be Breaker ball as Colin looks to start off the Breakers. Cross to Smith. Smith looking for Colin on the back door, doesn't connect. As pushed to the outside by Hayward. As London to Batchelder. Batchelder shot, that goes way wide as Jenkins challenges St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire looking to get the shot, but the shot clock expires. And McRae advances it up for Anthony. Anthony. Cross looking for Wilkie. Loose ball. Picked up by Wilkie. Back over for Coffin. Quick shot. And Heaslip able to get control in the crease. Coffin has a yellow in her sights, but Breakers do a good job escaping out of their own zone. We got a player down. It's 25. That's Sophie Thomas. The way she went down, it looked like her head hit the Breaker coach waved to Jade right away, the trainer for the Wolves, to come out and help the player. So nobody wants to see a player go down. As she's attended to on the floor. So just under 5 minutes remain in the first of three periods here, and it's a 5-4 score. It's the Breakers up by one. Here, the home opener for the Wolves. Both these teams have started off their season, the Wolves with a great road trip to St. John the weekend before last, I guess. Came up with 2 wins in St. John, and meanwhile, the Breakers, they've been doing pretty good themselves as they had a huge score. It's the Breakers' first game of the season. They had 100 shots on goal against Dartmouth, and the score kind of reflected that too. I can't tell you what it was off the top of my head, but good. Thomas is up and coming off the floor. But the Breakers are off to a 2-0 record as well, so both these teams looking to extend their perfect record and both looking to ruin it for the other as we get set to go here. Duck with the ball. Duck coming in, gets behind McRae. Duck in, shoot high, and Martin up with the save. And Martin pass that across. Now coming out of the zone is Hamilton. Hamilton gets a pick from Hovey. Hamilton takes it around behind the net, looking to set up to Mullen. Mullen with the quick shot right away. Great save by Heaslip. Picked up by the Wolves in behind. Back up top for Dietrich coming in. Dietrich, she gets hit mid-shot, and that goes up and over the net. Ducks, the everything player for the Breakers today, is she comes back up with yet another loose ball and sending the Breakers back the other way as Batchelder slows it down, gets the Breaker offense on. Batchelder looking for Collins, slips in behind, and Collins buries it in the back of the net for the Breakers. The Breakers stop the Wolves streak and back on the board again, up by 2. 6-4 is the game as Batchelder finds Collins on the move. And Collins able to get in behind the Wolves D and up and over in the back of the net. Collins with a full extension on that stick to get it, that ball at such an acute angle coming into that net. Battle for the ball. Hovey comes up with it. Hovey flip pass to James. That's picked up by number 19. That's Miss Ellie Strauss-Greer. Used to be a Wolf in her junior days, or in their minor days, I should say. Good to see Ellie back in the playing the game again. Cadence Haas passes that off to Hamilton. Hamilton flips a pass. James comes back to gather that up. James rolls away from a check. James turns and fires that one wide. Loose ball in front as final seconds come up here. Mullen come up with it. Mullen. James has to get rid of that ball as the shot clock. Ball was wide. Oh, it was a reset as Heaslip got a piece of that. Now the Wolves set up, but number 17, Hailstone, comes up with a loose ball for the Breakers and back in Wolf territory as they battle for that loose ball. Wilkie trying to get a piece on that, and Hailstone got a little high, a little on the cross check there, and she'll head straight to the box. As both refs have their arms up, they'll have to have a discussion now, make sure they both saw the same penalty. I guess they did, because that didn't take long. So, yep, legal cross check is the call. You get the stick across the numbers and you find yourself in the box. Here we go. As the Wolves will go on the power play here. 2:42 remaining in the first period. The Wolves are down by 2. It's a 6-4 lead for the Breakers. Over to Dietrich. Down low to Wilkie. Back up to Dietrich. Back up to Hamilton. It's going to be the same play again. Back to Dietrich. Now they're on to Hovey. It is the same play. Hovey turns and fires. Dietrich in front. The quick shot, and that's in! Same play, same result, but just happened a little differently. Here we go. Hovey with the shot. The Breakers had adjusted, but Dietrich comes in to the top of the crease, gets the rebound, and the quick up and over in the back of the twine. And a power play goal at 2:23 puts the Wolves back within 1. It's 6-5 here at the Sackville Community Arena. Here we go. Rosson in for the face-off this time against Batchelder. Battle for the ball. Knocked loose. Batchelder comes back up with it. Batchelder looking to get across to London. Knocked away. McRae looking for that along the boards. Duck, as always, in the middle of everything, but the ball goes up and out of play, and that'll be Wolves' ball. 2 minutes left in as McRae sends it up to Hayward. She'll gather that up. Hayward back to Martin. Martin rolling in. Martin gets around. Martin in tight shot. Scores! Bren Martin with the fake and gets around the check and puts the ball in the back of the net. And for the first time since the opening faceoff, we're tied as the Wolves have battled back late in this period. Martin with a little shoulder shrug got around the D and finds the back of the net. Another rookie goal tonight as Hovey versus Batchelder again. Hovey comes up with the ball, but Collins is right in there. Hovey down to the corner. Cross, but that's blocked in front. Oh, and the bounce. Oh, a fluke goal there. Finds the back of the net as it bounced off the defender, and the spin in the crease put the ball in. I'm going to have to see this again. Everybody's confused on that one. But Miss Hallie James will take that goal. And now the Wolves lead here, 7-6. They've been trailing since the opening minute of the game, and now they find themselves in the lead. Here we go. Duck with the ball for the Breakers. Finds Collins coming in. Collins with the shot. Martin makes the save. Loose ball. Top of the crease. Battle for the ball is London in looking for that too. Scooped out. Cadence Haas taken down as Batchelder comes back up with the ball. Batchelder working it to the goal. Batchelder. Her shot goes up and no, that was saved by Martin. Duck now. Duck trying to get in front. Duck with a dive, and Martin falls on top of Duck, and we'll have to look on the replay on that one, what happened in the crease there. But it's getting pretty spirited as Duck looks for the crease dive. That's put away, and Duck wound up between the legs of Martin, and that's a lot of goalie gear to try to handle when somebody's there. So we'll see. We got a roughing call as I believe Martin getting the penalty. That's pretty good on you there, Kayla. I don't see too many goalie penalties here, but and it looks like so Miss Calder's going to serve it, as we'll see what the announcement is. But less than a minute remaining here in the first period. Wolves up 7-6, but have to kill off this penalty as Miss Smith starts off. St. Hilaire down for Batchelder. Batchelder looking for London right away. Quick shot and a clicker save by Martin. Martin looks to send that down the floor, but that skips out of play. 34 seconds remaining as Collins brings the ball back in. Collins cross for Smith. Back over for St. Hilaire. To Collins. Down low for London. Back to Collins. Collins. Up top. St. Hilaire. Or that's Smith, sorry. Down for Batchelder as McPherson and Jenkins strip the ball away from Batchelder. Final seconds ticking down as London comes up with the ball and shoots right at the so the shot clock expires. Now McPherson, she'll count the seconds down and she'll be all done there for the first period. After one period of play, your Wolves have come back to lead 7-6 over the Breakers. As what a wild start to this home opener, and it's just going to get better for the second period. Don't go too far because we'll have Benta Van Bilzen, new assistant coach for the Sackville Wolves Junior A team. We'll have a little chat with her down on the floor. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play? athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
Check. And welcome back, everybody. And here I am with Bente Van Bilzen, assistant coach for the Wolves.
Yeah, back for
But-
another year.
But let me get all the things here. Assistant coach for the Wolves, past captain and the 2025 champion Wolves, winner of the Support for Sport Junior Lacrosse Player of the Year, and captain the Wolves Lacrosse team, which also was named Team of the Year for here in Nova Scotia. So, what have you done since then?
Since then, been trying to keep busy. Played Winter League in Ontario with the Blazers. Looking forward to an exciting summer. Me and two of my former teammates are going to be playing against each other at the European Championships, so looking forward to that.
So that's exciting. That's as I heard about that. So you're going. Where's that being played out of?
It'll be held in Prague this year around June, July.
Oh, great. So that's awesome. So we're getting international exposure,
Yeah.
as well as you're doing summer league as well here in Canada, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be playing WMSL with Arthur Aces this year out of Ontario. Looking forward to that for sure.
So you're not just sitting around eating Cheetos then.
No, these girls also keep me busy.
And now you're transitioning from a player to a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that, seeing all the girls again?
Honestly, I think it's phenomenal being able to come back and coach, and that they would have me back on the bench to try and help the girls, and push them to another championship this year.
Well, that's awesome. That's the goal. So thanks a lot, Venta.
Thank you, Larry.
Good luck in the championships, and get those Wolves running there. You got them back in the lead, so let's keep it going. And everybody, support Benta, and also it's Kayla and Bryn Martin are going to play for Team England. Casino night here in Sackville Arena. It's on the 23rd on Saturday, 7 to midnight, and help players in their journey. International players on the floor. Very exciting here for us. All right, let's get back to the second period. Thanks, everybody. All right, and welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the second period here of your Sackville Junior A Female Wolves playing or hosting the Eastern Shore Breakers, as it's the Wolves we're down early, but able to come back and lead 7-6 going into the second here, the high-scoring affair at Sackville Arena in lovely Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. As we get set to go here today, I was supposed to introduce myself, I never did. My name's Larry McVicker. Larry Cherry, as the kids have called me, as we get set hopefully you enjoy hearing the play-by-play, and if you don't, you know what? You control the volume as we get set to go here today. As I'll do my very best to let you know when your favorite player is on the floor, as we get to know the numbers coming through the game here as we're getting set to go. We're switched ends as Ms. Martin takes up her office between the posts. And the officials getting ready to go. We got a minute and 7 seconds left in the penalty. I believe it's Kayla Martin was the one that it looks like we might have some wet floor conditions at the Breakers bench that the officials are looking at. That's a problem there, is you don't want players slipping on this concrete floor. It's, lacrosse is a rough game on the best of days, and you want your facilities to be in good shape. And we are lucky to have the Sackville Arena as our home base for the season for the Wolves as we get set to go here. I think we pretty much saw everything in that first period. Combined 13 goal period going on there. We saw shorthanded goals, power play goals, and about everything else under the sun. As these two teams, a rematch of the good coming out to clean up the area in front of the bench there. As a little delay getting to the start of the second period here. But then, like I was saying, this is a rematch of last year's championship. And the Wolves were able to come away with their first ever ECJLL female junior A champion. And they're looking for more, as Miss Van Bilzen, captain of the 2025 squad, back as an assistant captain, and well, she should be, if you watch the interview there, go back and watch it, as representing, playing for the Netherlands in the European Lacrosse Championships. And she'll be playing against the Martin sisters, Kayla and Bryn Martin, as I believe Bryn will be one of the youngest players in that championship, as they'll play for Team England in Prague in June. So all the best to the Martins there, and I'll throw that plug in again, as help these players, help support our lacrosse players on their journey. Come out to the Sackville Arena here on Saturday night. That's May 23rd. Starts at 7, ends at midnight, and there'll be a casino night. I believe it's $20 a ticket, and they'll get you your chips and many prizes. Even the bar's going to be open too, so no excuse not to come out here on Saturday. And let's support our lacrosse community. Here we go. Loose ball. London. Batchelder. Everybody's going for it. Batchelder comes up with it. Across to London. London looking to come in. Kept to the outside by McCrae. London switches back to the other side, and a big save by Martin to start off the second, as Hayward looks to come back down. Hayward looking to kill off this penalty. 45 seconds remaining as Hayward pass across. In is Rosson with the shot and the save. And the Wolves able to come back up. Hovey with Dietrich. They can kill off the rest of this penalty now with the possession. As James across to Hovey. Hovey looks to thread a needle through the legs, and somebody's going to feel that one tomorrow as Hovey comes back up with the ball. 12 seconds remaining as Dietrich goes to put the shot in. Saved by Heaslip. Loose ball in front. Rosson coming after that. Hovey up with the ball again. No, it looks like she took a stick off the wrist there. But, oh, good. Thomas is back out. She was injured earlier. And it'll be Wolves' ball as we're back to 1 second left before we're back to 5-on-5. And it looks like Call it timeout, or it's shift in possession. Oh, we got a holding call. And it's a penalty to the Wolves. I missed that one. So one penalty ends. Well, the other one's just starting. As Batchelder in below. Batchelder looking cross crease for nice job there by Hamilton. Keeps that away. As Collins back up top to Smith. Smith to Batchelder. Batchelder cross for Collins. Collins overhand shot. Toe save by Martin. Trying to drive in, kept to the outside. Smith up top. Smith shot. Martin makes the save and controls the rebound in the crease. Martin gets it out to Calder. Calder quickly down. Anthony in with the shot. And Heaslip has to make the quick save there. And we got an interference in behind the play call. As number 15. That's Stuart Barnes heads. No. Who's going to the box? That's Miss Myra St. Hilaire heading to the box for the Breakers. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the minute 15. Wolves continue to lead 7-6 as Coffin starts them off. Coffin across to Mullen. Mullen down low, back up to Mullen. Mullen comes across up top. Shot, scores! Heaslip never saw that one as Mullen had a full screen on that. Mullen comes right across, and the shot in the back of the net. Quick shot by Sophia Mullen. Now put the Wolves up by 2. 8-6 is the score. 17:56 remaining in the second period. As we got back to Hovey, the Batchelder show at center. Hovey knocks it out. Or 6 is right on it. Wisdom, but coming back the other way. Looking across for Mullen. Mullen across shot and off the post and off the post and off the rafters is that shot had some massive speed to it. We also got a reffing call. So it's now 4-on-3 for the next 50 seconds as the Breakers Batchelder head to the box for a roughing call. Hamilton starting off over to James. James rolls back up top, back to Hamilton. Hamilton looking to come up from the corner to Mullen to the doorstep, and Haas turned away. James, quick shot in. See, Mullen with another shot. Heaslip another save as Keynes Haas come from the corner. Cross for James. James can't get the clean shot away. Back up to Mullen. Mullen loads up, shoots, scores! Oh, another power play goal. 2 goals back to back for Mullen. And that puts the Wolves up 9-6 here in the second period as James finds Mullen. Mullen loaded that up, and that was a rocket just inside the post. And just like that, we're back to center again. Still 4-on-4 for another 14 seconds. Then the Wolves go on the power play again. Here we go. Hovey sends it to the boards. Wisdom trying to get the ball back there. St. Hilaire comes up with it. St. Hilaire versus Hamilton. St. Hilaire looking to kill as much time as she can. Hands it off to Duck. Duck, though, as Haas. Fresh out of the box. Here's the Hovey. Hovey out on the floor all on their own. Hovey picks the shot. Big save by Heaslip. As Coffin right back in, looking for that loose ball. They send that up, and that slips by, and oh, that is slippy right at the door there as Duck goes down. And now McRae gets it up. 37 seconds left in the power play here as Hayward in. Her pass gets knocked away. That's now picked up by Collins. Collins coming down the floor. Watch the slippy spot there, boy. As now Collins holds up, looking to kill off the rest of this penalty. 17 seconds left as Smith rolled off a hit there. Now coming back the other way is Hayward. Hayward pass that off to Wilkie. Wilkie drives in towards the net. Wilkie with the shot, saved by Heaslip. Wilkie picks up the rebound. Fresh 30 on the clock. Puts that back up as Cadence Haas, the senior. He's across. Good snag there. Good shot and a better save as Hamilton got the ball in there. Now trying to come out there. Anthony able to pop the ball loose, but we got a penalty coming against the Wolves on a cross check. Somebody got somebody on the numbers as Wolf heads to the box. I believe that's Rosson. Yep. So Rosson goes to the box. 2 minutes for a cross check. That just needs to go in the right box. There we go. 15 minutes just over remaining as it's been a period of power plays here as St. Hilaire starts off the breakers on a power play. Over for Smith. Smith at the corner. Down low to Batchelder. Batchelder walking out. Batchelder in. Shot. And Martin turns that one aside. Ball right at the top of the crease. London. Cross. Shot in by Collins. Steered aside by Martin. London comes up with the ball from the corner. Fresh 30 on the clock as Batchelder rolls out from behind the net. Batchelder looking back door. Knocked down by Hamilton. And Hamilton, she's off to the races now, back the other way. Back over top. Hamilton looking to get by Smith. Hamilton in. Shot on the move. Saved by Heaslip. Heaslip quickly back down the floor. Gets it to Hailstone. As Hailstone quickly looking up for Batchelder. Batchelder. Nicely done by James. Batchelder driving it again. Batchelder heads for the net. And Martin turns that aside. As Hayward looks to keep Batchelder to the outside. Pass back up top to St. Hilaire. That's Duck, sorry. Collins looking for Batchelder on the doorstep. Batchelder one-handed and saved by Martin. As Hayward able to kick that up, and there's Hovey. Off again, Duck in pursuit. As Duck trying to push her to the outside and tangled up to the floor. The coaches are not happy about that. We do have a penalty coming. As back up to Martin. Martin loads up. Cross. Martin in with the shot. Was Mullen. A big save by Heaslip there. As it was across for Martin. Martin. Pass over to Wilkie. Wilkie. Down low to Mullen. Back to Martin. Martin loads up. Fires. Big save by Heaslip. Heaslip will take control. And we'll see what the calls is. We got a holding call coming to the breakers. Here at 13:11 remaining in the second period. 3 seconds remain in the Wolf penalty. So it'll be 4-on-4 as Miss Duck heads to the box for holding. Yeah, well, that makes sense as we saw the tackle took Hovey to the ground. So Hamilton will start off the Wolves as 1 more second. There we go. As the 5-on-4 power play. 1 player on. As Coffin joins the party. Here we go. Dietrich at the corner. Up top to Hamilton. Back to Dietrich. Dietrich to Hamilton. Hamilton. Dietrich in tight. Dietrich turns, fires. That just went wide. Coffin up with the ball. Coffin puts the shot in as the shot clock's about to expire. As a quick shot by Wilkie, and that went wide. Hailstone comes up with it. She'll shoot it down the floor as McPherson will come back and pick it up for the Wolves. Minute 19 remaining in the power play as McPherson hands that off to Martin. Martin starts off the power play here as James joins the floor. James up top. James to Coffin. Coffin down low to Martin. Back to the corner for Coffin. Coffin in motion. Coffin with the shot. That goes wide. Martin able to pick that one off. Back to Hayward. Hayward, low shot. And we got that, went off a hand. So that'll be Wolves ball. Hayward in, quick shot. He makes the save. Rolling back out is Rosson. Back down low for Hayward. Bounces off her stick. Rosson back up with 20 seconds left on shot clock. Up top to James. James to Coffin. Coffin. Cross for Rosson. Can't find the handle. Is loose ball. 8 seconds left as Martin puts the hard shot in. Gets the reset. But Heaslip able to control it in the crease. Heaslip trying to find 22. That was Lacey Poirier on the. I should have known Lacey. As Poirier and McRae battle down low. Batchelder up with the ball. We're back to 5-on-5 as the Breakers kill off that penalty. Batchelder in tight, off the post and out. Battle along the boards, and we got a through the crease. So the Wolves ball. Under 11 minutes remaining in the second period as McRae brings it back up to Hamilton. Hamilton off to Wilkie to Anthony. Anthony takes the ball to the outside. Back up to Hamilton. Hamilton coming in with a shot. Hey, it's a save by Heaslip. Cadence Haas back with the ball. And we got a through the crease foul. And coming back the other way now. Nope, we got a penalty. A delay a game call is Wilkie must have knocked the ball away. So delay a game. It's either that or it was a bench minor. No, I don't think it was a bench minor though. So Breakers back on the power play. Here, 5-on-4 advantage. Batchelder over to Collins. Collins down low, back up to Collins. Collins looking across, challenged by Hamilton. Over to Batchelder. Batchelder, low shot in. Martin makes the save. He gets that up. As coming back down, it's McRae. McRae has James on the far side. McRae in tight shot. Oh, just knocked out of the crease. That was Hamilton on the back door. He comes back up over center as Hanrahan rolls off a check back into Breaker territory. Minute 15 remaining in the Wolves penalty. As over to Hovey. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. As they come up with the ball. Wolves looking to kill off this penalty. Back up to Hovey. Hovey. Cross for Hanrahan. Hanrahan shot. That goes wide. Now, Breakers hustling back down the floor is Smith. She gets up over center. Challenge there right away. As James causing all kinds of issues. Collins has to refine the handle as Smith will pick it up with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Cross for Batchelder. Batchelder looking cross for Collins. Can't find the handle as London takes it along the boards. Rosson right there. London in with the shot, but Martin holds her ground and comes up with the ball. Martin passes that off to McPherson. McPherson. Nicely done. McPherson gets out of there. Her pass, though, off a stick and down low. 12 seconds left in the Wolves penalty. As Strauss. And we got a delay game on the other side now. We'll see what, or is that TV timeout? We'll figure this one out. 8:30 remaining in the second period. Wolves lead 9-6 as they look to kill off the rest of this penalty. 6 seconds remaining.
Morning, Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
Saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success?
And the penalty expires, and here we are back in action. Dietrich trying to go in. Off her stick into the crease. He slip for the breakers. Looking for options. Wolves causing all kinds of issues. And he slip sends that down the length of the floor where Martin, the younger Martin Bryn, will pick that up. Rolling that back up to Hayward. Back on the attack. 5-on-5 as Hayward over to the corner for Dietrich. Dietrich rolls back up top. Cross. Coffin with the shot. He slipped with the save. Here we go. Loose ball battle in. Coffin comes up with it. Coffin. Cross for Wilkie. Wilkie load up. Wilkie's shot. He slip makes the save. He slip. Over back over for Wizen as Coffin causing all kinds of issues in there. And Hayward comes up with the ball. Hayward takes it around in behind the net as the Wolves change back to the offense. Cadence Haas with the ball down low in the corner. Haas back up to Mullen. Mullen has a look. Mullen. Cross for Hovey. Hovey fakes the shot. Gets the pick from James. Hovey with the shot. That's off the backboards and on the back of the net. Heaslip will pick that up. Yeah, Heaslip plays that up. Bouncing ball. That'll be 22 as Poirier hands that off to Batchelder. Batchelder looking for St. Hilaire right away, and a nice stick save by Martin. Or Haas takes a stick up in the chops. And just like that, Duck in with the shot. That's high and bounces right back to Duck. Batchelder looking for a cross to Collins. Ball stripped away. There's 15 seconds left on the shot clock. As Duck, her shot off a defender. Batchelder in behind the net. Batchelder with the crease dive and does it. Oh. Batchelder's been trying that all game and she gets it as pulled Martin to one end and did the crease dive from the other. Let's see a replay on that one. As that's a new this season is the crease rules have changed to allow these crease dives and the dive in and the tuck in around the post. That's a tough one for a goalie to defend. And it's 6:05 remaining in the second period. The Breakers are back within two. As a battle for the ball as Haas takes Batchelder right into the boards. That was a good camera angle, guys. As Keynes Haas coming back in. Flips it over, quick shot! And better save as coming back down the other way. Coming in is London. And a good save there by Martin. As Calder chases that ball down along the boards. Hannerhan comes up with it. Hannerhan has McRae in behind. McRae in a lone shot! And off the post McRae looking for that corner. As Wilkie sets up with the ball. Wilkie looks for Dietrich. Dietrich rolls off a hit. Dietrich back up top for Martin. Martin rolling through for Wilkie with the shot. Heaslip with the save. Yeah. Wilkie again rolls back up top. Wilkie looking for James in behind the coverage. Loose ball. As we got it through the crease, so it's change of possession. And the Breakers, Hailstone will start off the Breakers. She'll pass it right off to Collins. Collins, she's met right away by Hamilton. Collins takes it down into the corner. Collins pass back up top to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire across for Batchelder. Batchelder looking for Collins coming in. Collins turns, fires, and scores. Batchelder connects with Collins at the top of the crease. And just like that, the Breakers are responding with a streak of their own. 2 quick goals as Collins got that pass. As 4:29 remaining in the second period. It's a 1-goal game. Wolves 9, Breakers 8. False start, gives the ball right in tight as Mullen shot. And that goes up, bounces up and out of play. Breaker ball as Duck looking to get away from Mullen. Duck brings it down for the Breakers to Collins. Collins back to the corner for London. That's knocked away. Good stick there by McRae as McRae runs into a wall of yellow, and McRae will send it back down the floor, but that bounces up and out of play. It's back to Breakers ball. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. It's a 1-goal game, 9-8, Wolves leading. As Collins starts off for the Breakers. Collins, cross for St. Hilaire. Over to Batchelder. Batchelder. Cross, shot in by Collins, and she finds the corner. Collins on a hot streak here, late in the second period, and 3 quick goals. A response from the Breakers have us a tied game, 9-9. Collins right at the top of the shooter line there. It's the quick catch and release before the goalie can set. And here we go. Breakers send the Wolves back to center. Battle for the ball. And deep it goes. Hamilton in the corner. Gets away from London now. Hamilton coming back down the floor. Wolves go on the offense. 3.5 minutes left in the second. Over to Cadence Haas. Haas has a look as funny bounce in. And Heaslip gathers that up. Heaslip pass up. And that will go out of play, and it'll be back to Wolves ball as another player slides to the floor at that bench. Hayward. Pass over to Wilkie. Wilkie has a look. Wilkie coming in with the shot. As Thomas made the block in front. Back up to Hovey. Hovey has a look. Hovey with the low shot. That goes off the boards, and they'll come back up over center. So that'll be a Breakers ball. Under 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Breakers will start fresh 30 in the Wolves zone as Collins goes to start them off from the corner. Collins rolls back up top. Collins takes the long way around off the Duck. Now Duck looks to drive in, gets a little bit of a Smith trying to open up lanes. Back to Collins. Collins now looking to drive in. Breakers trying to get the Wolves to spread out their D and find a route in towards the net as McRae taking hard into the boards. as shot clock expires. That'll be Wolves ball. As Dietrich will start off for the Wolves. Dietrich, cross for Martin. Martin rolls up top, doesn't find a lane. Cross for Hayward. Hayward looking for Dietrich down low, but that's intercepted and knocked down the floor. As coming back now, it's just a few seconds left on the shot clock. As Coffin cross for Wilkie with the shot, scores! Another rookie goal as Kat Wilkie finds the bottom corner and puts an end to the Breaker streak and puts the Wolves back up top. It's a 10-9 game with under 2 minutes remaining. As you see that just to the far side there. Rosso, another rookie in for this. Played up right away to Hayward. Hayward rolls up top. Back over for Mullen. Mullen finds the handle. Mullen coming across. Mullen shot. And that bounces up and out of play. And that'll be Breaker ball. Coming back down the floor. 1:30 remaining in the second period. As Duck comes up over it. St. Hilaire to Collins to Smith. Bouncing ball. McPherson comes up with it. As the Wolves D turns it back. Now is a Hayward coming down. Sees two gold jerseys. Holds up, sets up, hands off to James. James has a look across to Hovey. Hovey rolling up top. Hovey with the shot. Saved by Heaslip. Bouncing ball in front of the crease. As loose ball is picked up by Collins. Collins looking to find Batchilder in behind. Or sorry, Poirier. But that's lifted back up, and it looks like we got a penalty coming here, an interference to the Wolves in behind the play. And at 41 seconds remaining in the second period, James is heading to the box for interference. And that means the Breakers are heading on the power play. Breakers down by 1. With a 2-minute advantage. And 41 seconds remaining in the first period. Wolves need to get a possession back here and kill off the rest of the period. Cross. And Batchel shoot off the crossbar and out. He goes down the length of the floor. Hayward trying to outrun. Heaslip comes up with the ball. Heaslip fires it back up. 15 seconds left. As a nice job by Hanrahan. Cut off that pass. 10 seconds left in the period. As McPherson has it. McPherson. She's going to protect that ball as much as she can. And with that, after 2 periods of play, it's a one-goal game. 10-9, Wolves leading as we'll go into a commercial break. I think our interview is going to be with Corey Martin, General Manager of the Sackville Wolves Junior A female. So we'll see you in a few moments, everybody. Enjoy some commercials.
Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
We
tell your viewers loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Corey Martin, General Manager of the Junior A Female Wolves. Thanks for coming out, Corey.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, let me say congratulations on the 25 championship for this team. The first championship coming back to Sackville in the female league.
Yep.
What's your expectation for 26?
I think it's the same expectation we have every year, is to get to the final and compete and hopefully win. I think there's only been 1 year out of the 5 years or 4 years that we haven't made it to the final. So our goal is always the same, is to compete, and the league's getting better. So nothing's, as you see tonight, nothing's for sure. Lots of great talent coming into the league. So yeah, our expectations for 26 is the same as 25, and it'll be the same for 27 when we get there too. Yeah.
So, and like you said, the talent's coming up and it's counting through, and we got six rookies on your roster this year. I think it says something for the minor and what's coming up. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think, we're definitely getting, the fruit of that labor at the minor system and the hard work over those, 8 years of seeing these kids now getting to the junior level and competing. And, we've got 6 on the roster today, and we got 7 with Ava Ivong, who's hurt. But we'll be ready for next year, so it's kind of getting like another first-round draft pick next year, so we're looking forward to getting her back. But the league as a whole, I think the talent coming through Metro Minor is, especially on the girls' side, is large. And it's hard for us, as I've said in the last time we talked last year, it's hard to let some of those minor Wolves go, right? They've grown up with us, but it's great to see them, competing for other teams and raising the kind of level of play within the league. So yeah, I think those 6 or 7, they've been on the biggest stage with the Canada Games, and I think you can see it even on Eastern Shore with their Canada Games girls and ours. I think the compete is there, and they've played at that level, and they just brought that into the junior league.
No, it's great, and it's looking forward to more this year, and and then congratulations to your daughters there, Kayla and Bryn. they're going to be competing in the European Championships. What's that mean for them? How do they train for that?
They've been going for a while now, 2-a-days. They're in the gym. They're trying to find floor time whenever they can. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I think it just speaks to the game of lacrosse on the world stage and the doors that are opening, especially on the female side, with this being the first European Championship and then the first World Championships in 24. It's kind of brought a lot of new girls to the sport in Europe, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to going over and watching. And with it's kind of neat that Benta and Netherlands will play England with Kayla and Bryn on Canada Day. So that's a pretty neat thing for the three of them to experience together. But yeah, I mean, it's a global game, and you see that, especially like I said, with the female game growing across the country, but also across the world. And yeah, we'll see where it takes everybody, but just enjoying the ride at this point.
Well, thanks for taking a moment to talk to us, Corey, and best of luck for your Wolves, and best of luck for the girls over at the championships. Thanks. And as I said before, I'll put another plug in for Casino Night Saturday here at the Sackville Arena to support these players from our hometown going to compete in the European Championship for England and the Netherlands. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you, Corey. And back to third period coming up. Thanks, everybody. And welcome back, everybody, as we get set for third period action coming to you here from Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. If you blinked, you would have seen that spring is gone and summer is here with the heat outside, but it's nice and cool inside right now at the Sackville Arena. We know later in the season it's going to get sweltering in here, but we'll enjoy these cool nights while we got them. And what a great game it has been today. It's a 1-goal game heading into the third and final period with your Sackville Wolves leading 10-9. But Eastern Shore is determined to change that, I can tell just from the looks of them as we get set to go here. I believe Eastern Shore will be on the power play as they start off with 30 seconds left in the intermission. As we get set, we'll keep an eye out for that spot by the Eastern Shore door that players are slipping on. Hopefully nobody gets injured there. We'll get through the rest of that. So it'll be a 5-on-4 advantage for the Breakers. Breakers in the yellow, Wolves in the black as we get set to go here today. Just the way it started. 21 versus 21. Hovey versus Batchelder at the face-off. They battle for the ball. Who's going to come up with it? As Rosson has it momentarily. Duck knocks it loose. Collin pick it up as Hovey's right on her. Collins passes that up looking for Gabby London, but snagged out of the air is Hamilton. Hamilton coming in. She got Hovey with her. Hamilton puts the shot in, saved by Heaslip. Hovey looking to get the ball. Dietrich fresh off the bench. Dietrich's pass, that's deflected. As Dietrich able to keep it on the right side of the line. Good job, El. As now Hamilton slows it down. Killing time as there's still 30 seconds left in the Wolves penalty. As Hovey takes the shot. Stripped away by Collins. As Rosson's trying to keep him tied up. 15 seconds left in the penalty. As that gets sent down the length of the floor, but it's still going to be Breaker's ball as the shot clock expired. Collins will start off the Breakers from the corner. Nice try, Alina going behind the net. As Collins back up top to Batchelder. Batchelder comes down low to the corner, looking for London right in tight. And McRae got her stick on the ball, knocked that away. As loose ball along the boards. As back up with it is London. McRae keeps London to the outside as the rest of the offense come on. Back to 5-on-5 as Smith pinned to the boards by Rosson. Shot clock ends and Hanrahan passes up to Anthony. Anthony waits for the offense to come on. Puts it back in drive. Anthony has a look, looking for a lane. That's closed. Anthony back up top to Martin. Martin trying to roll off. Her pass. Mullen knocks that one down. Mullen. Ball comes into the crease and picked up by Heaslip. Wolves converge on the Duck as Mullen gets the ball back and possession back in Wolves' favor as Cadence Haas comes on to join the party. That's picked up by Duck. Duck coming down all alone. Duck on the breakaway. Coming in. Goes with a shot. Big save by Martin. He's Wolves come back up with it. The interference rules have changed this year too. So that would not have flown last year. Hovey with the ball. Pass back to Rosson. Rosson to Dietrich. Dietrich rolling out from the corner. Dietrich held up there. Dietrich back across to Hovey. Hovey with a low shot. And oh, somebody's going to have a bruise on that leg tomorrow. As Hovey back out again. Shot saved by Heaslip. As Poirier wrestles that ball down. Now Poirier heading down the floor. She'll hand off to Batchelder. Batchelder. Rosson looking to keep her along the boards. Batchelder holds up. Batchelder looking for somebody is Haas. Smith set the pick. Now London trying to get in. Hamilton seals the door. Out to the outside, and as the shot clock expires, it'll be Wolves ball. Good D on the Wolves there. As Hamilton brings it back over center. Got James Mullen. Cross in with a shot. And Heaslip. Turn, look for it. It's in the equipment somewhere. As Heaslip keeps digging and trying to find that ball. 16 minutes and 2 seconds remain in this game. And it's one goal game. Holy jeez, how deep did that go there, Cat? As there we go. As the ball has been found. And we'll set off here. As Coffin up against Duck, coming back down the floor. Duck up over center. Passes down low. Collins up top to Smith. Smith has a look. Back over Batchelder. Batchelder loses her foot momentarily. Batchelder back up. Cross for Collins. Collins has a lane in. Collins forced to the outside by McPherson. And that Martin makes the save. Now Martin just over the head of Hanrahan. As this ball comes in. Now Strauss-Greer, quick back up. The other way for Collins. Collins looking for London in tight. London! That's a crease and a great save by Martin. And Cadence Haas will start back off for the Wolves. Haas. Cross for Hovey. Hovey coming in down the wing as Dietrich makes your presence known. Hovey, cross for Dietrich. Dietrich looking for a lane. Back across for Hovey. Hovey in with the shot. And a goal as Hovey. I thought that was going wide, and I think she got a good, put a little English on that. A little spin off the hop and in the back of the net as Hovey able to find the lane there and gets it just inside the post. That'll extend to a 2-goal lead now for the Wolves. 11-9 at 14:54. And the Wolves send the Breakers back. Loose ball out. London up with it. London versus McRae. They've been doing that for years, those two. Battle for the loose ball. McPherson hold him to the outside. London comes up with it. Over for Batchelder in the corner. Batchelder rolls back up. Batchelder looking for London, but that's somebody got a piece of that ball. Good tip. Collins up with it. Collins rolling up top. That nice stick there by, I believe that was Jenkins. That was Hayward, sorry. Nice stick though. Hamilton up over. The Wolves on the offense now. Mullen cross to Hayward. Hayward in with the shot. That's blocked in front by 17. Another shot in. Saved by Heaslip. Back up to Mullen. Fresh 30 on the clock. Hey, Hamilton in with the shot. And Heaslip makes the save. Controls it in the crease. And now Hayward got a piece of that as Poirier able to gather up the ball. Now Poirier heading down, but I think ran out of time. Now go Wolves ball as Haas will hand that off to older sister Cadence, and it's a good thing she caught it too. It was almost an over and back. Haas rolls out from the corner over to Hovey. Hovey looking for a lane. Hovey tried to sauce one in there, went wide. Back out to Hovey from Wilkie. Hovey with a hard shot, and that went off somebody's head and up and off the rafters. Whose head did it go off? I guess it went off a yellow head. As it's back to Wolves ball. This pass deflected. Hovey now with it. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Hovey back up top for Haas. Haas can't find a lane as Wizen kept her to the outside. Martin. Hovey in with the low shot. That went wide. 4 seconds. Shot in. As Hayward will have to leave the ball. And now the Breakers look to come back down the floor. Poirier up to Batchelder. Batchelder has a lane on Hanrahan. Batchelder motors in, and Batchelder finds the far corner and brings the Breakers back within one. As Batchelder saw that inch and she drove it all the way. As Hanrahan, the only thing she could do is grab her and pull her down, and that would be a penalty. So it's Batchelder forced the play, got the goal. Now we'll have St. Hilaire versus Hovey, as we're back to a 1-goal game here. Breakers playing 3 back on D on the faceoff. Hovey up with the ball. Wolves on the offense. Hovey brings it in, stays on the wing. Pass across, but Duck picks that one up. Duck coming in all alone. Duck in, fire! Another big save by Martin. As a nice little pick there by McPherson and Hayward. Cross, but just out of the reach for Dietrich. She'll take that one off the boards. Dietrich rolls away from Thomas. Dietrich now back in. Shot! And a save there as Heaslip comes up with the ball now. Pass back out. That goes all the way down the floor as McPherson wins the race to the corner for that. McPherson back down the floor. Up to Hayward. Hayward quickly off to Anthony, but that goes off the boards and knocked down as they battle for the loose ball. And Wizen comes up with it for the Breakers. Good job by Wilkie. And James has the ball back. 22 seconds remain in the shot clock. As James up to Hovey. Hovey slows things down. Hovey. James. It's Rosson. Pass that back over to Wilkie. That's off the boards and it rolls right through the crease. To James. James shot just wide. At the shot clock expires. Wilkie waiting for Batchelder to come up with it. Quick pass up. I think that's back over center as McRae up quickly looking for Wilkie, but that deflects into Heaslip. And she sends it back up to Collins. Collins comes back up with the ball. Collins across. Coming in to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire in and scores. Oh, a bad transition play. And the tying goal is Myra St. Hilaire finds the back of the twine on the 2-on-1 feed from Collins. And up and over the shoulders, under the crossbar, and into the back of the net. And we're a tie game. Tied at 11. 10:26 remaining as Rosson comes in for this face-off versus Batchelder. Coffin. Oh, loose ball. Looking for London in behind. Goes into the corner. Gabby London for the Breakers trying to get that ball. Working against Rosson. We got a penalty coming here. And I believe that will be against the Wolves. As everybody's all tied up together. Number 8 for holding as Rosson will head to the box. At just 5 seconds shy of 10 minutes left in this game. It's a tie game, 11-11. As Rosson goes to the box. It'll be a 5-on-4 advantage for the Breakers. Okay. Smith starts off for the Breakers. Pass over to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire down low for Batchelder. Batchelder looking for Collins coming across. Collins shot and a big save there. As they love that play to the top of the net. Here comes Hamilton in all alone. Hamilton short-handed. Hamilton shot, scores! A short-handed goal. I think that's about the third short-handed goal of the night for the Wolves. Put them back on top. It's a 12-11, but still a minute 37 remain in the power play for the Breakers as the Wolves send the Breakers back to center for a faceoff. Hovey versus Batchelder. Here we go. Yeah, false start, so it'll be a Wolves ball as Hovey looks to start off. Right away, 17, putting a looking on there. Ball knocked loose. As the Wolves looking to kill this penalty. Nice snag there by James. Final 5 seconds remaining in the shot clock. James trying to roll out from the corner. Love to get a shot, but she's just as happy to kill the clock. Minute 5 remains in the power play as Duck brings it down. London over for Smith. Smith goes down, back to Collins. Collins as St. Hilaire joins. Batchelder looking for a lane, over to Collins. Collins puts the shot in. Martin with the save. Loose ball goes in the corner. London comes up with it. Fresh 30 on the clock for the Breakers. London rolls up, back up top. London. Cross for Batchelder. Batchelder puts the shot in. Saved by Martin. And that was St. Hilaire with the quick shot. And just over the head is the Wolves. Very dangerous on the short-handed as Heaslip comes up with the ball. Up to Collins. Collins back up over center for the Breakers. Collins. Idles well. The rest get on. We're back to 5-on-5. And here we go. Smith down for Batchelder. Full court presses. And oh, I thought that was in. Just out. In front. Shot. Yeah, save there. London, another shot. Kicked aside by Martin. As Brosson gets that up to Wilkie. Wilkie. Pass across. Mullen will have to take that one off the boards as she's being chased down by London. Here we go. Dietrich in the corner. Back up to Wilkie. Wilkie trying to get a shot in there. That bounces into the corner. As Hovey chases that one down. That's Martin. Martin can't get a hold of the ball. And we'll go to a TV timeout. So we'll enjoy a commercial or two. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. And here we are back. 7:10 remaining in the game. It's a one-goal game with the Wolves leading 12-11, 5-on-5. The Breakers will start off with the ball from their own end as Collins will bring it down the floor. Being watched by McRae. Collins trying to get around Hamilton. Looking for the back feed to London. McRae in there with the stick. Loose ball at the top of the crease. Quick shot. And a save by Martin as McRae picks up the ball from behind the net. Quickly out to Calder. Calder will bring it up over center. Calder hands it off to Coffin. Coffin coming in now on the offense of the Wolves. Coffin cross for Hayward. Down low. Coming out, and the shot was Gaines Austin. She finds the back of the net. The rookies had their goals. And a senior had to get in and score 1-2. There we go. And that'll put the Wolves up by 2. On the quick feed and the quick step in front of the net and the shot. 6:27 remains in the third period. 13-11 is the score with the Wolves leading. And back to center we go for yet another faceoff. As Allen for the ball. Up with it. Coming in is Mullen. Mullen looking for the heady. And denied by Heaslip. Mullen still looking for that ball though. Gets up. Cross to James. That's off to the corner. Hovey comes up with it. Hovey gets a nice little pick from James. Hovey across. Hovey shot. She's looking for the hat trick too. I believe she doesn't have one already. And we got a penalty coming here. I think it's to the Wolves. As I think that's interference in the crease. As Duck brings it up over center. Hannerhan. She's got her eyes on Batchelder now. As keeping Batchelder to the boards. Batchelder across for Collins. Collins bumped out of the lane by McRae. No. St. Hilaire looking for Collins. McRae keeping Collins from getting a shot away. Put that over to the side. 2 seconds remaining as St. Hilaire tries to dish it off. Shot clock expires, but I believe we got a slashing call is the call, and I believe James is, yep. James is the perpetrator, so she'll head to the box, and the Breakers will head on the power play. Breakers down by 2, 5:20 remaining in the third period, and they've got a 5-on-4 advantage. As Smith will start off the power play for the Breakers. Smith to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire down low to Batchelder. Batchelder will take a wander in around behind the net as London's right out top to Smith. To the corner it goes as Hayward. Look at Hayward comes up with it. Hayward brings it up over center and holds up. Pass that across for Hamilton. Hamilton has a route to the net. Hamilton looking for a set, scores! Another short-handed goal. I don't know which coach is in charge of the special teams, but I believe that's 4 short-handed goals tonight for the Wolves. So, I think one thing you could say is maybe they should stay out of the box, or maybe they should stay in because it's working for them. 4:45 remains in, and the Wolves go up by 3. Minute 25 remains in the Breaker power play as Batchelder up with it. Batchelder down low, cross, looking for Collins. She's turned aside. Collins takes it back up top, slows it down into Smith. To Batchelder. Batchelder looking across for St. Hilaire, but good stick by McPherson. And Martin will pick up the ball, and Martin up to McRae. McRae. Funny bounce as it goes into the corner. Hamilton looking after that. 50 seconds remain in the power play, and back come the Breakers as Duck brings it up over center. Duck off to Smith. Or sorry, that's London. London. Pass across to Smith. Now, Batchelder. Batchelder looking for Collins. Collins with the shot. That's a bounce up and out of play. That'll go Wolves ball with 26 seconds remaining in the penalty. As that'll get played up to Hamilton. Hamilton brings it into the offensive zone. 20 seconds remaining to kill. As Hamilton being kept to the outside by Poirier. Gets it up to Anthony. Anthony taken to the boards. Battling to get out. Anthony gets it back up top. A hard shot by Mullen. And that just went wide, and that went up and out of play. So it'll be Breakers ball as Poirier will pick it up. 3:20 remain in the third period. As the bounce gets by Batchelder, and McPherson will get it back for the Wolves. McPherson Brings the ball back up over center. Hands off to Martin. Martin. Rolls out. Rolls up top. Gets a nice little pick there. Is looking for Coffin in close. Reset. Fresh 30 on the clock. As Wilkie back up to Martin. Martin loads up. Hard shot. Just wide. That's off the boards, and they'll come back up over. So it'll be breaker ball in the Wolves' end at 2:38 remaining. Breakers down by 3. They'll be hustling here as London will start off for the Breakers. Checked right away by Hayward. Pass back up across for Batchelder. Batchelder at the top. Pass over for Collins. That gets away into the corner. Loose ball in the corner as London after it. Hanrahan making life difficult. Now, Batchelder tried to do the crease dive and slipped as Batchelder rolls back up. Batchelder in with the shot. That goes wide. And that shot clock expires. There'll be Wolves ball in Breaker territory as Hayward heads in to collect that. 2:06 remains in this game. Wolves leading by 3 and gets up to Mullen. Mullen cross for Hovey. Hovey has a look at the shot clock. Decides to do a little bit of a wander. It's a clock game now as the Wolves have to run the Breakers out of possessions. As back 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Hovey comes in. Hovey with the shot. That goes wide as Mullen has to do a quick shot. And Heaslip makes the save. Poirier airmails it right to Batchelder. Nice pass there's Lacey. As Batchelder with the ball being watched by Hayward. Batchelder going for Collins. That gets across. As Haas working down low to protect that ball. As and now Haas brings it all the way down. 1 minute remaining in the game. As Dietrich. Ball slips out. Hayward will pick that up. Hayward now. As Wilkie over to Dietrich. Dietrich. Cross for Hamilton. Hamilton, her shot. That went off a yellow jersey. Hamilton back to Dietrich. Dietrich with the shot. Saved by Heaslip. That's a reset on the clock. As Dietrich gets the ball back. Coach Ryan saying hold the ball because he just need to run this clock out. And they'll have their first home win of the season. 14-11 is the score. As the Wolves look to finish this off. Dietrich back over as the final seconds go. Dropped in the corner. And now Hailstone will bring it out. And that will be it. What a game to start the season. Wolves down by 3 early in the first, but win by a score of 14-11 to make the final. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for taking some time and allowing us into your homes as we start off this season. As we'll do the best to bring what a great job the crew does here. Because, you know, if you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And, you know, it was much better than some guy with a phone trying to do what the play-by-play is. This is awesome stuff. And I want to thank the producers here and the cameras for everything they do. And it actually can make me look good, and ask my wife. That's not an easy job. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you back at the next home game. Have a great rest of your week.